Hello guys, welcome back to this part of the course. Now in this video I will jump straight to using conditional statements. Now we all know what conditional statements mean, even though we might not know in programming, in the programming view. We come across conditional statements in our everyday lives, and it's something that we always do. It's like, okay, I want to go, maybe Johnny's mom wants to send him to the market, and she's like, okay Johnny, if you go to the market, buy bread. That's it. That's a conditional statement. So Johnny has to go to the market to get the bread, right? So let's jump straight into coding and see how it looks in programming in C++. So I've already shown us the basic syntax of a C++ program, and what code blocks provides is ease in writing that. So instead of creating new file and coming to this, you can actually come to create, then new project, and you would select the project interface you would want, the template you would want, and as you can see there are many. So I can say, okay, I want console application, and I will say go, and it will ask me some questions, some steps I need to pass, and well, here I make a selection, either C or C++. So I'll go next, and project title, let's say it's conditional statements 1, or conditional statements if else. The naming convention is good. Okay, so folder to create project in. We've already created our folder, right? So come to documents, my documents, and I believe this is it, C++ course. So okay, and I'll go next. Yes, I'll leave everything as it is. So I couldn't create directory, conditional statements this. Okay, it still has that permission thing, but I'm going to check it after this video. So we're going to the new file. Let's just do it as we are used to doing it. So new file, I'll save, and this is it. So I would say, okay, I'm saving it as conditional statements. Maybe statements if else. Oh, sorry, I can't use that. If else .cpp, and the file name is not valid. I can't use symbols. What's wrong with me? Okay, so I've saved it. Now we start. So hash include iostream, and we use namespace, right? Namespace std, and if you observe something with code blocks, it gives you auto completion, just like what you would need. And I don't think it's the only one that does that, but it also does that. So we start the main function in main, and we're going to give a condition. Let's use Johnny's case. Okay, so but Johnny's case won't work here, right? I don't think so. It might, or it might not, but I can't think of any scenario where it can in this part. So let's say let's use an age, someone's age. Like, okay, if you are 12 years old, you are a kid. Oh, that's wrong. You mustn't be 12 years old. Okay, but let's try using driving. If you're 21 years old, you'll be allowed to drive. If you're not, then you will not be allowed to drive. Just simple condition. So the basic syntax of conditional statements are as it looks like. Let me just give you basic syntax. So this is how it looks. If, then we have bracket, open and close bracket. So here we give statement 1. Let's name it statement 1. So if statement 1 is achieved, then maybe it should do action for statement 1. Yeah, and that's how it looks. So we end, and this is how a basic if statement looks like. And if you see the title, it's if else. So what if statement 1 is not achieved? That's where the else statement comes in, right? So if statement 1 is not is achieved, it should do action for statement 1. Else, then we open a brace this time, and if you observe, there's no bracket for the else statement. Why is that? Because we already know that statement 1 was not achieved, so we just go straight to statement 2, the next statement, right? So do let's say the other statement. So if statement, do the other action. So if statement 1 was achieved, it should go ahead and do what's right for statement 1, and if it's not achieved, it should do the other one, right? So let's see how this will work in our program. So let's say if okay, we need to declare variables. Let's just declare variables. Since we have idea of variables, let's use integers again. So let's say int age. Yeah, I used age. We can variables mustn't be just single alphabets. You can use a lot of statements for it. So int age equals, let's say 21, and or let's just say int age, and int age has been recognized, right? So let's say we want the user to input age. So cin, but first of all we need to tell the user to input. So let's say we use the cout. So cout please input your age, and we go to the next line, right? Good. So end line, and we give the user the chance to input his or her own age. So cin age. Now age has been stored, age has been created as a variable. So if we see cin age already, we know that definitely the compiler is aware that something like this exists. So cin age. Now we can give condition. So if age equals, now if we in most programming languages, if we are to make something to be equal to something, we have to do function overloading also. Now what I've been disturbing you with function overloading. Now it if you leave single equality sign like this, it means something, right? But in programming, it doesn't mean what you think of. It doesn't mean equal to. It means I'm assigning this to this. That's what it means. If I say in age equals 5, age equals 5, it means I'm assigning 5 to 8. It doesn't mean that 5 equals to age. Yes, it's confusing, but you get on with me. And as this is also function overloading, because if we bring out this one as it is, just one, it's less than, yeah, it means this is less than this. but if we add 1 again, it has changed the whole scenario. So now we want it to be age equal to something. So if age equals 21, then it should do something, right? We have braces, so let's say we should see out. Want to tell the user that, hey man, the age you entered is 21. So yeah, like, yeah, you are allowed to drive, something like this. What if the user enters 20 or 22? Then that's when the else statement comes in. So else would just be right after the if. So else, now it should continue. So we should see out to the person also that, hey, you are not up to 21, or you are above 21, and the condition is that you have to be 21 exactly. So we say, okay, no, you can't drive, something like that, okay. Now all things being equal, this program should work perfectly. This program should work as we expect it to, but we have to build it and check. Now if we build, if there's any error, we shall see it from this part of the IDE. So let's build, and okay, it built, and process terminated with 0 status, 0 errors, 0 warnings, and wow, that was fast. 0 seconds? No, I don't believe. But anyhow, it compiled without an error. So let's try running it. Okay, so please input your age. I come as Johnny's father and I'm 54 years old. I press enter. No, you can't drive. What? I'm his father. Why can't I drive? Okay, and I come as Johnny, or yeah, I come as Johnny, and I still do the same. I run the same program, and I am 21, and I say, okay, please enter your age, and I say, yeah, 21. Yeah, you are allowed to drive. So you see, it's the same program, but it gives people different outputs. And why does it give people different outputs? It gives people different outputs because it checks you've entered age, right, as this. So at this point it has stored age to be 21 or 54, just like we did. And the condition is, if age is 21, it's just a normal thing we do, the normal English we speak. So if age is 21, that's when this one will come in. Now if age is not 21, it will jump this part of this line of code and it will run this. So I believe you've learned something in this video, and if you have any question, do not hesitate to write in the comment box provided, and I'll see you in the next video.